Hello, hello. Hey, Moose Ox. Hey, Westside. Hey, Lurkers. How's everybody doing? Hey, MJ. Anybody get any cool pickups lately? Any cool finds? So I'm going to give it a few minutes, let some more people filter in. I'll be back. Thanks for the warning. Don't everybody talk at once. It's going to be one of those nights, huh? Nobody wants to talk. In and out. Well, I'm showing 6 on right now. As soon as we get up to like 8 or 10, get things going. Oh yeah, it's hitting 90s here every day. In about probably another month, we'll be getting hundreds. And then in June and July, we'll be getting, 110, 116. And then hopefully we'll actually get a monsoon this year. That'd be nice. Since we haven't gotten one the last 2 years. Yeah, right at this very moment, it's 89 degrees. I think the high today was like 92 or 93 or something. .58, partly cloudy. Here in the desert southwest, we spend most of our year baking. We get like 3 months of legit cooldown, and then we'll get like 2 weeks where it will actually get below freezing at night. That's about it. Hey, mean one. Oh yeah, definitely. Up there in Oregon and Washington and those parts. I'd love to live in Oregon though. It is beautiful there. Unfortunately, all of the contacts I've built for Cheapskate Coins are here. So it kind of keeps me here. You know, when you're doing coins and you live in the same city as Rick Snow, it kind of tends to keep you around. Hey, Jack Vin. All right, let me get the beginning stuff out the way. For anybody new, payments made via PayPal. Use cheapskatecoins@gmail.com and use goods and services only, please. We also have Cash App using the same email, cheapskatecoins@gmail.com. If you use Cash App, it will say Louis Kachera. That's me. You're in the right place. Shipping is $6 to $23. $6 being little purple bubble mailers, $23 being a large flat rate box. If you want your package set registered, it is an additional $35 charge on top of that. It is the only way you can insure coins through the mail. If you're new, you can't get stuff tonight. You just have to send me an email by the end of the night. The email has to have your personal info, shipping info. Make sure you include the channel name, what payment method you're going to use, and what email you use for that payment method for invoicing purposes. We never ship without payment. And if we don't get that email, you will not get anything. Hey, Dandy Dave. Oh yeah, rain is my favorite weather, for sure. And, of course, we rarely ever get it here. Here's our Facebook link. If you're on Facebook, go give us a follow. Tonight's lot list is on there. It is the top post. We also have a mailing list. If you want to be on the mailing list, shoot me an email, cheapskatecoins@gmail.com, and say, add me to the mailing list. If you're on the mailing list, you will get the lot list for every sale a couple of days before the sale, and you have the ability to pre-purchase items right when you get the email. Remember, it's first come, first serve, so if you want something, don't wait, jump on it. Also, we do not charge right away for pre-sales. You will still get charged on Tuesday at the end of the sale when I do all the invoicing. So you don't have to worry about having to pay right away. Of course, the list that we put up each time we have a sale on Facebook, the lot list that we put on there, anything that went in pre-sale has been removed from the list, so what's on there is what is available. All right, so this week on either, Friday or Saturday, I will be doing, I think it's episode 7 of Cheapskate Coin Talk now. So that'll be coming this week. If you guys haven't figured it out yet, right now I'm on kind of a bi-weekly schedule for that show. I've had a lot of stuff to do and a lot of stuff to get caught up on. So hopefully at some point I will get to the point where I can do it weekly. But at least as of right now, it's a bi-weekly thing. Facebook won't let you see anything anymore unless you sign up for some reason. I thought it was always that way. That you actually had to have a profile to really look at anything. I don't know, nothing else, just put up, set up a dumb profile under a dumb name. Doesn't have to be actually under you. Just something that you use to look at other stuff. I know a lot of people that do that. Yeah, honestly, if it wasn't for the business, I wouldn't do it either. It's like, it's supposed to be social networking, and the number of people per week that message me on Facebook is 0. On the rare occasions I actually do put posts up, they never get any kind of anything. So whatever. I ain't got no friends. Oh, and for all of you that like the basic world coins, over the last 3 weeks, I've gotten in 35 pounds. So, as I can find time and start getting those done up, hopefully the 100 boxes will be coming back soon. It's a fair warning, though. If the prices on those things keep going up the way they have been, at some point the 100 boxes may be starting to get up to like 20 bucks. It's crazy what's going on with the prices for the world coin poundage now. Hey, Moosox. Yeah, there's some places out there that are charging upwards of like 20, 30 bucks a pound. It's like, good Lord. All right, let's get this thing going. All right, we're kicking off, as always, with banknotes. All the Canada banknotes went in pre-sale, so none of them will be on here. It'll all be the World War II military certificates tonight. Kicking off with a 1943 $10. Hey, Hidden. Going for $4. World War II Allied military currency. Anybody? If you're into banknotes and you don't have any of these, you guys should definitely grab some. These are very neat. And they've got them from pretty much all of our allied nations. Cool. All right, moving on. I think I only have one Confederate banknote in my actual collection right now. Oh, going to Dandy Dave. Might be two. I know I have at least one. Which one? I don't remember right off. I'd have to look. All right, next up is 1944 10 francs France Allied military note. Hey, Jonathan. Again, going for $4. Anybody? All right, moving on to the 1944 2 francs from France. Dave, are you buying the 10 franc or the 2 franc? Both? All right. Both France going to Dandy Dave. Grats and grats. All right, next up, I've got two available. These are our 1944 1 marks from Germany, World War II military notes. I think they're about uncirculated. I don't know if they're quite uncirculated, but they're definitely at least AUs. $4 each. One going to Dandy Dave. Anybody on the second? All right, moving on. All right, and the last banknote is 1943 5 yen Japan. Allied military currency. Going for $4. Does have a little writing on it. From, apparently from a supply sergeant. Kind of cool. Going to Dandy Dave. Yeah, see if you can figure out who that what supply sergeant that was. That'd be crazy if you could find that person. Be like, hey, I found the banknote or the old World War II military note that you wrote your name on. Man, that'd be a piece of history, wouldn't it? If you could actually find the person. Oh, I'm sure. All right, next up. All right, depending on who you are, and depending on what your outlook is, some people will consider these next 4 coins as being ancients. Some people will consider them as being medieval. I consider them ancients. In my opinion, I think the cutoff line for the starting line for medieval was around 800 AD. Some people think it's 100 AD. I have always personally looked at it as basically when Rome was basically no more, even the Byzantine Empire was in its final downfall. That to me is kind of when the you had that transition from ancient to medieval. So these are, all 4 of these are silver drachmas. They're all emperor or king or whatever they called themselves. Is I think it was King Khusau. Khusau. Sasanian kings. It was part of the old or the second Persian Empire. And there's actually 4 different designs through. It's actually 5 coins. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5 coins. 5 coins encompassing 4 different designs. So the first one, 591 to 628 AD. I'm going to do the scope on these, I think. These are pretty much about uncirculated coins. So I'm calling this one Design 1. These are 90% silver. This one is $85. And I mean, for, closing in on 1,500 years old, this thing has survived really well. Sorry about the flickering. I still haven't figured that out yet. Anybody. If you're wondering, these range between the size of a quarter to... they're all about the size of a quarter. Diameter-wise. And nobody here. Alright. And then here is design 2. Same 591 to 628. Yeah, these things are in really good condition. Alright, moving on. Alright, and then next up, this one is pretty much our showcase coin for tonight. Because this one pretty much is uncirculated. Same time period, 591 to 628, King Kuso. Design 3. Alright, moving on. Alright, and then the last two don't have kings on them, so I had trouble trying to lock down more of a real year range, or what king was king when they were made. So these I'm just calling 224 to 651, which was pretty much the run of the Second Persian Empire. They're both AUs. Oh, wait. Wrong one. I already showed that one. Here it is. So that is the first one. And here is the second one. I mean, for all I know, these things could be worth $1,000. I have no idea. Oh, that's upside down. This way was right side up. Because the crown thing always goes on top. But like I said, I wasn't able to lock down exactly which ones these were. Very similar reverse to the Kuso coins. And again, these are going for 85 bucks each. Anybody? And it is actually two different designs on these. That one's got more of like an X looking design in the middle there. This one's got one that looks more like an upside down 2. Anybody on any of these? If anybody wants a bundle deal on all of them, I can hook you up with a bundle deal. And no love for the oldies tonight, huh? So if anybody decides you do want the bundle deal, that's the bundle deal I'll do for these. 340 bucks for all. It knocks $80 off the top. Drops the $85 ones to 60s and the $120 one down to 100 even. And if anyone wants to do that, don't forget you can make payments. I do allow payments. But we are going to move on. To a more recent World Silver. And kicking off World Silver this week is Israel. Starting off with a 1966. Oops, that's the wrong coin. No, that was the right coin. I just linked you the wrong one. I skipped one. That'll be the next coin. 1981, 2 shekel or shekelim. It's basically 2 shekels. 85% silver, Jimbu satin finish. Check that mintage out, guys. 16,316 of these ever made. Over 45 bucks. Ooh, glare. Man. That's how bright this coin is. It's glaring out the camera. Hang on. Let me see if I can chill the light out a little there. There we go. Now you can see it better. Nobody buys this one soon. I might keep it. With that low of a vintage, that could be the only one of those I ever see. All right, all of these coming from Israel tonight are very low mintage. Man, nobody. Silver and rare, and nobody wants it. All right, moving on. To now the 1966 5 Lyric. 90% silver, BU. 32,356 of these ever made. That is your mintage number. Over 30 bucks. Yes, sir. These are all from Israel. $16.66. I'm going to assume you meant the 1966. Going to Dandy Dave for the 1966. All right, anybody on this one? Oh, wait, that was this one. All right. Okay, where am I? Surprised you didn't grab that 81, Dave. Had only a 16,316 minted. Next up is 1972 5 Lyrics. 75% silver AU, 74,506 ever made. Over 16 bucks. All right, moving on. To the 1973 5 Lyric. This one is a BU. 94,686 minted. Going for 12 bucks. 50% silver. Moving on. And the last one from Israel is 1974 10 lirat. 90% silver BU. 108,547 minted. Over 30 bucks. Apparently Dandy Dave's the only one that wants anything tonight. I guess it's the Dandy Dave show. Alright, moving on. To Canada. I'm going to start Canada off on the scope. Just see if I have another cable or something. Maybe see if that'll fix that flickering. Alright, kicking off Canada is 1967 10 cent. 80% silver, proves some very cool toning. Going for $5. And we actually have two of these. Both have some toning on them. Here's number 2. Anybody on either of these? Anybody wants both? I'll do both for $8. All right, moving on. Don't forget, guys, you are allowed to talk. Have some conversation. Be social. There's one thing I absolutely hate on my streams. Is feeling like I'm talking to myself. Chat. Have fun. Next up, 1909, 25 cents. This is a semi-key date. 925 silver in good. Going for 20 bucks. Good hole filler for a collection. Which one do you want, Jonathan? Do you want the one that's got the toning around the rim, or do you want the one that's got the toning all over the place? We'll call this one number 2, and this one number 1. All over. You got it, sir. And if you don't grab anything else, do you want me to hang on to your package since that'll be the only coin in it? Okay. All right, last call on the quarter. All right, moving on. All right, next one up, we have 3 available. 1 is in a fine, 2 are VFs. These are 1943s. The fine is $4. The VFs are $5 each. So here is the fine. This is the $4 one. And then here are the 2 VFs. Here's VF number 1. And VF number 2. Anybody? Oh, Dandy Day is coming back to buy that 1909. Grats, sir. All right, moving on. Next up, this is another one of the bit better dates for Canada. We do have 2 available. One is a VF, one's an EF toned. The VF is $8. The EF is $12. So these are 1951s. Here is the VF. This is the $8 one. And here is the EF toned. All right, see you when you get back. Some of you like that dark toning around the edges there. Anybody? All right, moving on. To the 1963. This one is an AU. Gold for $6. And this one's going to Honey Family. Congrats, Honey. Did somebody get the 1909? Yeah, you did. You binned it right before you rebooted. Yes, sir. It is yours. All right, next up. The 1967 went in pre-sale. So we are now on to the 50-cent piece. 1943 in VF. 80% silver, $12. Ain't about it. God, I wish this camera was better at focusing. Oh, same. And for the most part, like half dollars tend to be my favorite coins from most countries. All right, moving on. And the last one from Canada is the 1974 50% silver proof dollar for $15. This is the Winnipeg 100th anniversary. This is actually these case dollars. This is a collection I'd like to put together someday. There's a lot of years of them. Every design is different. There's some very cool designs. I don't know, I just like them. I think they're cool. All right, moving on. All right, next up we have one coin from Guatemala. And it is the 1952 5 centavos. 72% silver in VG for $4. That's upside down. There we go. Ooh, you got it, Jonathan. Proof dollar from Canada is going to Jonathan. I think Guatemala's got some neat looking coins. All right, moving on. Ooh, one sec. I had a coin that did not end up back in its stack, apparently. Never seen a Guatemalan before? Well, now you have. I don't get a lot of them. All right, next up, the country that is really tough to get anything from because of embargoes and all that fun stuff. Oh, Guatemala's going to Moose. All right, these next few coins, if anybody buys them, it's not going to say Cuba on your invoice. It's just going to say everything else. Well, on your PayPal invoice. The printed invoice will have it. But if I put the word Cuba in PayPal, they'll flag it, and then it'll be locked up for a week. All right, first one is 1953, 25 centavos. 90% silver, BU, $25. Really wondering why we even bother keeping the embargo going since Castro has been dead for a while. But whatever. Anybody? All right, moving on to the 1915, 20 centavos. This is the coarse reeds version. 90% silver, VF, $8. If this was the fine read version, this would be like a $200 coin. What was the coin that had the year imprinted in the star? Oh, that's Italy. A lot of their coins have the year the coin is released imprinted in the star. Wait, is it Italy or is it Spain? Spain, sorry. It's Spain that has that. All right, moving on. And the last one is 1949 10 centavo Cuba. BU 90% silver, 18 bucks. Tell you what, anybody wants all three? I'll knock. I'll knock $8 off. So it'd be 43 bucks for all three. Saves you 10 bucks. It's a good deal. Man, nobody. God, I remember back when I could never even keep Cuba in. Most of the time, it didn't even make it to the stream. It was gone in pre-sale. But all right, moving on. All right, next up, Germany. Kicking off with the 1875 20 Finnig. 90% silver EF for 20 bucks. Going to Jack Fan. Congrats, sir. All right, next up. 1935 D. Hindenburg, 5 marks. 90% silver, extremely fine, 14 bucks. Paul von Hindenburg. All right, moving on to the 1963 F. 5 marks. 62.5% silver BU. List on this coin at Mint State 60 is $75. That is definitely better than a 60. I'm doing it for 45 bucks. I'd say 64 or 65 on that would be my guess. Anybody? Yeah, it's my thinking as well. Which at a 64 would put it over 100 bucks. All right, moving on to the 1966 F. Gem BU, 30 bucks. Check that out. Wow. That is a pretty coin. That thing is almost proof-like. And nobody on that one. All right, moving on. All right, and the last one, because the 10 mark went in pre-sale, is the 1975 G. This one is a BU proof-like. Going for 12 bucks. By the way, if anybody was hoping for the Belgiums, they all went in pre-sale. I do have a few more that'll be on next week's list. But all the ones that were on the list are all gone. Alright, moving on. Alright, last two coins for World Silver. These are from Hungary. 1993, 200 forint. 50% silver proof. Only 30,000 of these were minted. NGC list is $42. I'm doing it for 30. Then I've also got the 1995 200 forint. This one is the Deke Ferenc. 50% silver proof. 15,000 of this one made. Half the mintage of this one. NGC list 52. Also going for $30. If anybody wants both, I'll do both for 56. That knocks $4 off. Anybody? That's a 15,000 mintage coin and a 30,000 mintage coin. You can get them both right now for $56. All right. Moving on. We're almost done. All right, next up. I actually have two of these available if there's two of you that want one of these. These are the 2009 proof Lincoln cents. It's your early childhood, presidency, professional life, and formative years. In the original mint case, going for $10. It's $2.50 per coin. And remember, because this is from the set, these are actual bronze. These are not the zincs. In the sets, they use the actual bronze. One set going to Jonathan. Does anybody want the other one? I do have one more set if anybody else wants one. Didn't you buy the Guatemala 5 centavos in pre-sale? And Cuba? No. I never got an email from you for pre-sale. Let me go look. Let me double check. The only things that you asked for, Doug. Oh, wait. Okay. Okay, yeah, you did. I just missed it. Or I forgot to mark it on the thing. My bad, man. Let me fix that. Let's see. Guatemala. All right, Moose. Sorry, Doug pre-purchased to Guatemala. So that's going to Doug. That's my bad. Sorry, Doug. I got it fixed now, though. You're getting the Guatemala and then the Cuba 20 centavo. All right, I got it fixed. Sorry about that, man. And sorry about that, Moose. Let me get that in the right place now. Guatemala. Cuba. Yeah, it's a good thing you caught that. Because obviously I was an idiot. It happens. I was probably in the middle of doing something when I said, yeah, you got both, and then never got back to actually putting your name on the list. But, all right. What was I doing? Quarters. We're on to quarters now. All right, silver proof quarters. First off, we've got the 2007 set. So that's your Washington, Wyoming, Idaho, Utah, and Montana. So these are 12 bucks each or 50 bucks for the year. All 90% silver proofs. There's your Washington. Wyoming. This set has some cool toning on it. Idaho. Utah. And Montana. Anybody? So if anybody's curious, melt on these alone right now is $4.93. Yeah, $4.93 each for your silver quarters. All right, moving on. All right, I don't remember who it was, but somebody has been on me forever about 2008s. Because it's the one year I can rarely ever find. I finally have them. Alaska. Oklahoma. New Mexico. Arizona. And Hawaii. And again, or $50 for the set. Saves you $10 if you buy the whole set. Anybody? It's the lighting. There is some toning on that one right there. There's a little bit of like a gold patina. That one's got some gold patina right there. So yeah, it's a little bit of toning. Actually. That one does not have it. That I can tell. Yeah, it's just a couple. The Alaska and the Oklahoma have that little bit of gold patina on it. A little bit on Washington's forehead. A little bit there on his neck. A little tiny bit on his neck. And this set's going to MJ Gratzer. All right. Next up, 2009s. Here's your Guam. American Samoa. Virgin Islands. Puerto Rico. District of Columbia. And Northern Mariana Island. Or $60 for the set. Oh wait, hang on. That's wrong. This one I can do 54 for the set. That knocks 18 bucks off if you buy the set. It makes them 9 bucks each. Here's your Guam. Again, all 90% silver proofs. American Samoa. U.S. Virgin Islands. Puerto Rico. District of Columbia. And your Northern Mariana Island. Saves you 18 bucks if you buy the set. Dang, tough crowd tonight. All right, moving on. All right, and then the last of these is the 2010s. Hot Springs. These are from the America the Beautiful series. Grand Canyon. Yellowstone. Mount Hood. And Yosemite. And for tonight only, I'm going to do a better deal on these than I normally do. Normally, I would make it 60 bucks for the set. Tonight, I will do it for 50 bucks for the set. That saves you 20 bucks if you buy the set. Drops them from 14 each to 10 each. Tonight only. And go to MJ. Congrats, sir. There's your Yellowstone. There's your Mount Hood. And your Yosemite. All right. Last two lots. Because all the 09s, or the two 09s and the one 2010 Kennedys went in pre-sale. So the last two lots, 2007. It's got a little bit of that toning on it too. 90% silver, proof decam, Kennedy half dollar. 15 bucks. Melt on these right now is just shy of 10 bucks. Anybody who likes proofs with cool toning. These both, actually. The next one has toning on it as well. I mean, I had already dropped it down to $54. That was, what, $24 off. You got to remember, 2009 has 6 quarters, not 5. All right, moving on. And the last coin. Hey, it never hurts to try. The 2008. Can't really see it on the camera, but his whole head is like gold. Kind of see it at that angle. All right, so the 2009 is going to MJ. If anybody wants both, I'll knock $2 off. Do both of them are $28. '07 and '08, both with cool toning. Oh, Dandy Dave is just getting the '08. Congrats, sir. Oh, you're taking the deal. All right, Dandy Dave is taking the deal. You got it, sir. All right. Recap. All right, the only banknote left was the 1 mark Allied military. Going for $4. Did anybody want that? You are very welcome, sir. All right, and then all of the Sasanian Kings coins are still available. And I did a bundle deal on these. Was anybody interested in one or all of those? Moving on. All right. World Silver. Israel. We still had the 72 5 lyret, the 1973 5 lyret, the 74 10 lyret, and the 81 2 shekel. The really low mintage one. Anybody interested in any of those? Okay. All right, the Canada. We've still got one of the 67 10 cents, the proof toned one. And then we still got the 40, or all three of the 1943 quarters, the 51 quarters, both are still available. And the 50 cent for 1943. All right. Cuba. We've still got the 1953 25 centavo and the 1949 10 centavo. Bundle on Israel. Did I do a bundle on Israel? I don't know if I did. I can. Let's see. Hang on, I'm doing some math. I can knock $13 off the top as a bundle. So it'd be 35, 50, 62, 72, 82. It'd be $90 for all of them. You got it, sir. All right, so that drops that one from 45 to 35. That one drops to 15. That one drops to 28. All right. All right, got it all on there. Dandy Dave, Dandy Dave, Dandy Dave. Where are you? No. There. All right, and then Germany. By the way, if anybody wants to know about bundles for any of these other countries, well, I mean, the Canada, and then I did the bundle for the Sasanian Kings that I said if anybody needs to, they can do payments on. Just let me know if you want to know about a bundle. All right, Germany. We've still got the 1935 5-mark Hindenburg, the 1963 F 5 marks, the 1966 F 5 marks, the 75 G 5 marks. And if anybody wants a bundle on those, I can do up a bundle. Should be $9 off. For Cuba, well, full price for them would have been $42. If you want them both, I'll knock. I can knock $5 off of it. So it'd be 38 for both. $19.49, 10 centavos, 90% silver BU. And the 1953, 25 centavos BU, 90% silver. You got it, sir. Oops. All right, and nobody wanted a bundle on the Germany. All right, and then both of the Hungary 200 foreigns are still available, 1993 and 1995. They're $30 each, but I said if anybody wanted both of them, I would do it for 52. So it'd make it $26 each. It would save you $8. These are both 90% silver proof, or sorry, 50% silver proofs. 15,000 minted on this one, 30,000 minted on this one. So you have 45,000 minted between both coins. Anybody on those? All right. All right, and then the only other thing still available was the 2007 quarter set silver proofs, which are individually are $12 each, or $50 for the set. Tell you what, I'll do you one better on this one, actually. For tonight only, I'll do it for $45 for the set, for the 2007s. That makes them $9 each. That saves you $15. And MJ is grabbing that deal. All right, last call on everything. Hey, Aaron. Is the Sasanian Kings? Well, these are the original prices. And by the way, every coin is different. There are no duplicates. So those are the original coins. And for a bundle, I said I would knock it was $80 off the top. So $340 for all 5. You can do payments. And that's these, by the way. And that was the $120 one. This is the one that's basically uncirculated. Ooh, focus. Okay, that camera just flipped out. Yeah, this is the $120 one. This was the most expensive one. All right, last call on everything. Tell you what, Aaron, if you want this one, I'll drop it to $100 and let you do two $50 payments. If that's something you can afford. Yeah, you want to do that? All right. Could you do it 50 this week and 50 next week, or would you need it 50 this week and then 50 in 2 weeks? Okay. Grazie. Alright guys, I'm going to get out of here. Everybody have a great night. I will be on either on Friday or Saturday. The Jewish coin with the star? The only Jewish coins I had were the Israels, and they all sold. So I will be on either this Friday or Saturday with the next episode of Coin Talk. As always, give me a bit to get all the invoices together and sent out. Everybody have a great night. Thanks for coming. Tell your friends. Try and get some more people up in here. Let's make this thing active and lively. I see other channels doing sales that have like 80 people on. Let's get up to that. Tell everybody you know. Come and hang out. I know, Doug. You brought a few people in. I know you have. I appreciate that. All right.